to the Cinementalists. Noun, plural. Definition, those whose love for movies runs so deep, they can't help but do a podcast about them. Hosted by Colton Robertson and Joseph George. Hello everybody and welcome in to the Cinementalists, where today we are discussing part 8 of our top 100 favorite actors of all time. This is the 20s, working our way from the bottom of the list to the top, 29 through 20. I'm Colton Robertson. I'm joined by Joseph George. What's up, homie?
Oh, what up, what up? Always a pleasure to be here.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. We obviously today have also released part 7, the 30s, and we have previously released parts 1 through 6, 100 through 30, now readily available, and here we will work our way up to 20. I've mentioned this time and again. We start the episode the same way every time. If this is your first time joining us, I'm sorry. But the list is so fluid that sometimes it's heartbreaking to have to leave people off. Maybe they would even be in it now compared to when we started recording. But they're not here. And who are some of those heartbreakers that you've left off?
Well, strangely enough, I didn't mean to do this, but they both have initials BC, these two people. Couldn't quite get Bradley Cooper in here. I do like him whenever he pops up, but I feel like not attached to him enough, or not a role that's quite hit. A Star is Born might be the closest one. I did like him there. And then, I guess Rocket. Rocket is nice. It's just, I guess, the behind the CGI. I guess it's kind of always hard to attach him to that.
The voice acting performance is really good, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I do like him, but I guess not anything quite enough. Limitless, so yeah, I guess, scrolling through his filmography, that's just a cool movie. I think that's more of like just the concept
Maestro
of that one. Yeah, and it was okay. I don't really remember much of the movie.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, so. But
who's the other BC for you? I'm curious. I was racking my brain before you said the first one, and I didn't land on Bradley Cooper. But
Bradley Cooper and Bruce Campbell.
I don't have either of those either. But damn, Bruce Campbell specifically, I love him. He's not going to be here, but I love him.
Yeah, that's from Spider-Man. He's the constant. He's always
gonna be Mysterio, baby.
Yeah, and that's crazy. And then the GameCube game that I had, Spider-Man 2. Never had the first one, only played the second one. But he's the narrator for all those games too. So I always had Bruce Campbell in my ear, growing up playing that, and then seeing the Evil Dead. Is that right? That's the one.
Yeah. Sam Raimi, baby.
It was really cool to see him over there in that, and his young self. Oh, good old Coach Boomer and Sky High. That's right. Sidekick. He let you know. But yeah, I couldn't quite get him in the top 100. But yeah, two. Those were the two BC initials, I guess.
All right. I like that. I like that. And this late in the game might not be that surprising. But I'm going with a couple muscle heads.
Okay.
Don't have Sly Stallone. Don't have Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Would have liked to. I love the Rocky movies, and specifically Creed, I think, is a career performance for Sylvester Stallone. He's so good in it. And then, of course, if I don't have Sylvester Stallone, I'm not going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I'm just not gonna. Although I do quite enjoy Predator, and I've enjoyed a plethora of movies with Arnold in them. Just not gonna make the cut here, Sly or Arnold. But go ahead and bring us on in with your 29. I'm curious.
Okay. Well, we had quite. He's come up in conversation. I don't think he's come up in a pick quite yet. But I'll start off 29 with Morgan Freeman, a legend in the game. I'm really I it's just morbid to bring it up, but it's just like it's more of just like a worry that I have. I don't want to wake up to the news that he's passed away, and like it's gonna be maybe it's of old age, which will feel good, I guess
Yeah.
like
Long life.
or I hope I guess at this point, but like it's just it feels like it's gonna hit in a very different way. It's gonna be the first actor that I'm like, no, or like wait, like this no, like I've grown up with you, I've seen you age the way I don't know, like this it just he's in a different caliber.
Those are the actors that age are fascinating too, because he's been old the entire time we've been alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is wild just from a mortality perspective how long we are old. If we get to be that old,
Wow. That is really weird to think about.
Yeah, when I was born, he was 70, close to it. Like that's an old man, so don't get me wrong, it'll be a sad day regardless, but that's a long life that gentleman's led, and again, he wasn't famous until. The earliest role that I can think of is like a one with his name on it was Driving Miss Daisy, which I think was
89.
Yeah, like that's. He was 50s. Like that's
wow.
That's a long career to have had in his old age. Yeah, really, really incredible actor. I don't have Morgan Freeman, and it's really just because. For me, it's just Shawshank and the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen Morgan Freeman and other stuff. Almost certainly. But
7. Have you seen 7?
7, yeah, of course. We covered 7. That was one of our 1990. Was that our 1996? Is that the year? I think it is. 1996 movie on the 52-year journey.
Yeah. So yeah. I love I don't know, he's got nice roles. He has always been, that is kind of weird, and like but he didn't have quite the gray hair. We saw his hair become gray, I feel like kind of over
fully gray
over the time, which is we've seen him become wise. Like he has reached the wise era, I feel like of
gentleman.
Yes, of age. And
Morgan Freeman,
but kind of
Morgan.
Had
quite the
Jeffrey Wright. I kind of it would have been nice if I had Jeffrey Wright and Morgan Freeman like right next to each other,
back to back.
The passing the torch of one narration voice to the next. We got just their voices. I don't know, like they're so pronounced, or they are so them, but so. Such a they do demand your attention if they speak. Didn't Morgan Freeman like play God in some or voice God?
Yeah, the Lego movie.
Oh, okay. So yes, obviously in one of the most important pieces of cinema. That's
truly quintessential.
God in the Lego movie. That's awesome. That's actually maybe his hardest casting. In his entire filmography. That's incredible. But
I love it. All right. Well, that's a good way to kick it off. And I'm curious because my 29 is someone you have not said. And to this point, I would have anticipated you saying him, I think. So I'm curious, and I don't want to give anything away. Like, we're almost to the point now where saying, "Oh, I do have that person," is like, I almost don't want to know. But my 29 is Colin Farrell. I love Colin Farrell. He has always gotten the job done for me, and obviously Ozzy Cobblepot, the Penguin, most recently, is a massive step in the right direction. But I've just always really enjoyed him outside of that. My favorite Colin Farrell role of all time is easily The Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah.
He used to be nice. You know, my God, that monologue he gives in the bar when he's looking at Brendan Gleeson and he's like, you used to be nice. Or maybe you never really were nice. I don't know. Just heartbreaking and sad and beautiful, dude. And a gorgeous man. One of my favorite, like on a personal fulfillment note, movies of last year was A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, him and Margot Robbie. Dude, I love that movie. I do. And I'm a sucker for it. And he is so fun in it. And he's so loving and exuberant. And God, I can't get enough of Colin Farrell. I really do love him. I even like his, shitty little turn as Bullseye in the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. He's never an actor that I'm disappointed with. Horrible Bosses, hilarious turn in that. The Lobster, incredible. Minority Report, wonderful. After Yang, so fucking good. So, another one from last year, Ballad of a Small Player. Great movie. You would love Ballad of a Small Player. Just an incredible career for an incredible actor. And, 29, Colin Farrell. I feel very good about that.
Well, I don't have him the rest of the way. I sadly, I and now that you say him, I don't think he would appear now. But he
could have earlier.
He would have. I feel like yes, and somewhere back further. Yeah, like Penguin, kind of alone, and Banshees. Those two, those
Banshees,
two roles alone,
dude.
Yeah,
and of course the Batman. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
What are you showing me? I fucking love his deliveries in that. No habla español, fellas.
Yeah. What's been a void? Yeah, he's got the. Oh man, he's. Yeah. So, oh man, I do feel bad.
Better enjoy your night in Blackgate, Carmine, because it's gonna be your last. He's so fucking good. So, love Colin Farrell. Making one of the sexiest men alive, that is hilarious. I love it. So shout out to Matt Reeves for doing that. Colin Farrell, 29.
Okay. Well, moving on, I believe another one already said in the list. This is where I have Matt Damon at 28. Good old... Yeah, and I'm very, very excited to see him in Odysseus coming up here. That's going to be, or the Odyssey coming up
as
here.
Odysseus.
Yes, and that to see him really, I don't know, step into the leading role. I got in. It feels like recently all the movies I did know him as. He always plays the supporting cast very well. So, but like to see him kind of step back into the lead role is gonna be nice. Jason Bourne, it is a thing. He does lead those. Those are fun, but like I don't think that's really what
Jason Bourne. Yeah.
They're good, but that's not what I remember Matt Damon for. Really, it's kind of, I don't know, his he. I don't know his name in Oppenheimer. The general character.
Fucking great.
I don't know. Or just like that role, it's not like I don't know really who else other than Matt Damon, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people could play that role, but he brings something to a supporting cast role that is oh yes, it's Matt Damon. I don't know, or
Fuck yeah, he does.
And the only time I hate him is whenever he pops up in Interstellar. He sucks in Interstellar. He's a damn coward, so that's
I'm sorry.
That's just
dude. But that scene whenever he's walking away from Matthew McConaughey, whenever he's punctured his mask, and he's like, you can hear the God, I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd have a way out, and he's like, it's so good. Like the way he plays that is perfect.
Yeah. I do hate him, but he does a great job. It is plays the betrayal very, very well. That is to be stranded on a planet and know if you just hit one little button, someone will come save you, maybe one day. But if you don't, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. I mean, brutality of space. But I guess, I guess technically, the start of the Interstellar cast has already begun with Timothée Chalamet. He's in there a little bit as young Tom, the son. So
Before
he is
he's
in there.
Casey
So I guess,
Affleck. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess the Interstellar cast has begun. But the next.
Oh man, so you don't. Oh
evolution
man,
of
you've
it.
got some. You've got some guy.
Yeah, they're still coming. So
Have you?
But,
I feel bad. I don't want to give away anything, but I'm like, have you said Michael Caine?
Yes, I think I already have.
Okay.
Yes,
I was like, I thought you had too, because I.
Yeah, he was 85. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So so it has already begun earlier. Okay,
Yeah,
so it
a while
began
ago.
well early. Okay, there we go.
Okay, cool, cool. Because I was like, I didn't want to give anything away, but I was like, I don't think I had Michael Caine, and I know we talked about Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love that. I love that spot there. I'm gonna take it to someone who was brought up very recently, at 28, just a couple spots ago for you. This is where I have Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
I love Sigourney. That is Mother right there.
Yes.
Well, it's not Mother. It's Ripley.
Yes.
But
Mother's
Ripley
mother.
is Mother. Yeah.
Mother.
You get it.
The mother who made Mother. She made Mother her. She
made
you know what I
Mother
mean.
her bitch.
Yes.
Yeah. I love Sigourney Weaver, man. And we kind of said most of what we needed to say when you brought her up. Most recently, the movie that I watched with her was a movie called Galaxy Quest. Goofy as shit. Instant comfort movie, though. Like, absolutely adored it. It's a spoof of, like, well, it's not really a spoof of Star Trek, but Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, and Tim Allen are like leads in a show that was their universe's Star Trek, essentially. And the idea is that the show ran for a really long time. They're now doing like appearances at conventions and stuff. They're past their prime, But humanoid aliens show up on Earth and think they're historical documents. So they ask these three actors for their help. They think it's just another gig or, something like that. So they're like, yeah, sure. And then they're like, go to space. Yeah, it's super funny, super fun. A lot of, it plays on how, if you love sci-fi, you'll probably love the movie because it's about loving science fiction. It's about fandom in part, and about how buying into the universe makes it more fulfilling, and believing makes it more fun. And it's a lot of fun for that reason. And Sigourney Weaver, I mean, she plays a character who was like sexualized in the show, so she's just ludicrously hot anyway. So yeah, I mean, just gorgeous woman who's played nothing but incredible performances across her career. Underrated movie, strongly recommend. It's called Red Lights. Red Lights. Sigourney Weaver, Robert De Niro, Cillian Murphy, Elizabeth Olsen.
Oh, whoa. What a combination there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver and Cillian Murphy play professional skeptics, and they are trying to disprove Robert De Niro, who is a psychic. Awesome. Fucking cool.
Wait, whoa. Okay, that does sound pretty good there.
Yeah, good movie. Okay. Strongly recommend. Underrated in the extreme. I'd never heard of it until I started looking for movies to watch for this, and I was like, holy shit, this has, spoilers, 3 of the people that I have on my top 100. But love me some Sigourney Weaver. Of course, Ellen Ripley will always be the role for Sigourney Weaver for me. But she's the queen. I got her here at 28.
All right. Well, moving on to 27. The Star Wars train will continue. There was a little bit of a train from last episode. A little bit of a gap between these people. He's by himself, kind of on a Star Wars island, I guess fitting for the sequel trilogy. This is where I have Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself, and Luke and the Joker are kind of just two roles for him that I can't get enough of. His voice as the Joker, I think, is one of just my favorite voice acting roles, I think, of all time. And he just gets into that role so well, and I love like watching the side by side, the animation and his physical acting, because like they legitimately take from his physical acting sometimes to animate, which I think is just, I mean, yeah, it's right there. Like the dude's just kind of doing it. But yeah, he's always been Luke, as well, so Skips, oh my god, in the regular show, I always forget that's Mark Hamill. It's such a sweet, oh my god, Skips is such a good character in that show. But yeah, no, Mark Hamill is he's just kind of a legend in acting for me, and kind of will always be up there. He's kind of I feel like he does speak out as well. He's not shy of sharing or kind of what
liberal
he's
in
about.
The extreme.
So yeah, so that's he's a not doing it for the money, I don't think he's just a very seemingly good guy. I love him as Luke. I used to
always,
the sequels were weird at first for me. I've come around on them. I guess, I don't know, in Mark Hamill's own words, he's not, the direction they took Luke, he wasn't the biggest fan of either.
It's grown on him. It's grown on him a little bit, The Last Jedi, I think, is Mark Hamill's best performance aside from Empire Strikes Back, and I think it's even better than his performance in Empire Strikes Back. Mm-hmm. Empire is an interesting movie because you take for granted so much because, again, what I was talking about with Galaxy Quest, you buy in so much that you forget that Mark Hamill is alone for so much of that movie as an actor.
Yeah.
It's just him and a puppet.
Yeah.
For a long time. And that's really incredible, And before it's him and a puppet, it's him and a robot for a long time. Yeah. Like it's mostly just him alone. Now, of course, he had Frank Oz there voicing Yoda. It's not like he was alone. But he does an incredible job. And I think that, similarly to Harrison Ford in Dial of Destiny, what he's able to deliver as Luke in The Last Jedi is the grizzled old hero who's kind of, he's seen enough that he's having a tough time believing, and I think that's, I understand why a lot of people were like, no, but he's Luke Skywalker, he's infallible. I think that just makes him all the more relatable and makes him even better as a character. So I love that, and I love Mark Hamill's portrayal of it.
And yeah, have a kind of like a small insert theory. I think the little dream sequence or vision that Luke saw when he peered into Ben's mind, Palpatine, he actually injected something there. I think they're trying to get, Maul put dreams in Devon's head in Maul Shadow Lord. I think they're trying to go down that path a little more to confirm this, like, Palpatine put all the dreams in Anakin's head. He's using this sort of thing. I think it's like I don't know. It just further makes it not them, which makes, which tracks so, but not that they really need more correcting. I think the grander audience would appreciate. I don't know. It'd be more acceptable if it's like, oh yeah, no, Palpatine just did that. It's like he's already back anyways. I think people have gotten over that. I hope by now. I don't know that
No, they definitely haven't. That's been a big thing the last few days on the internet. That debate. Yep, still 7 fucking years later. Soon as another Star Wars movie hits theaters, they're like, let's talk about the last one and why it was bad. So, neither here nor there, but I do really, really enjoy Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. Definitely a career. I mean, very few performers have a role like Luke Skywalker
Yeah.
under their belt. Like, that's so iconic that it's obscene. So I love that. I love that at 28. I'm going with someone who's iconic in their own right. Definitely not in the same way as Luke Skywalker, but I absolutely adore him. 27 is where I have the legendary Coleman Domingo. I love Coleman Domingo, and I can't get enough of him. Every time I see him, I'm always happy to. The performance of his career, and the one that should have won him an Oscar, was Sing Sing. That is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, and one of the most beautiful performances I've ever seen. So, premise of that movie is it's an actor who's in prison. It's a gentleman who's in prison, and he starts a theater club, essentially, for the prisoners. The movie is based off a real prison and a real person who did this. The supporting cast in that movie are the actual prisoners who were in the theater program in the prison, one of which is the guy who Coleman Domingo is playing. And it's ultimately just deeply humanizing and empathetic, and it's doing everything it can to make it clear to you that no matter what people have done, no matter any of this, it's similar to the Green Mile. There's good in people, like there's good people do bad things, bad people do good things, and that's it's not all so black and white as we would like to think it is. And Coleman Domingo is fucking perfect in that movie, dude.
Weird. Let's see. Does Mark Hamill voice Joker in this? Maybe not. Dang it. He voiced Bruce Wayne. It seems.
Yes, in a
Batman
in a
Unburied.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a podcast format.
Is there even
Winston Duke also did that. M'Baku.
Yeah. Wow.
From Black Panther. He also has voiced Bruce Wayne in a podcast format. Jeffrey Wright also has voiced Batman in a podcast format. Coleman Domingo has a great voice. I absolutely love the way that man sounds, and he's done a lot of really incredible work, and Sing Sing is definitely at the top of the list. But a couple years ago, he was nominated for the film Rustin, where he played legendary freedom fighter, Rustin, Bayard Rustin. He was in The Color Purple. He was the father in If Beale Street Could Talk, the one who goes, robbing motherfuckers because his family needs to eat. I love that. He's in Drive Away Dolls in a small role. He was Joe Jackson in the newly released Michael Jackson movie. He's in Euphoria. He was in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. He was in 42. This dude's had a great career, and generally, it's as great a career as he's had. It's basically just taking off. Like he's reaching a new tier of fame and acclaim, and he deserves it. I love Coleman Domingo. So, and he's also openly queer. We don't have a openly queer icon. I love me some Coleman Domingo. Fashion brilliance. Every red carpet with Coleman Domingo on it, he is serving face and he's serving cunt. This man is out here. I fucking love him.
Yeah. That seems an upcoming Nat King Cole biopic. As Nat King
he's directing it.
That's oh my god. Okay.
I believe he's directing. Oh wait. What's he directing? He's directing one with David Johnson, the kid from Alien Romulus, Andy, and who's the actress? Is it Margaret Qualley?
Let's see. There's Strange Arrivals, Servant, True-ish, Disclosure Day. Disclosure Day? He's in... Oh, is he in... Was like Spielberg's Disclosure Day? Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be in that.
Okay. Nice. An Innocent Girl.
Man,
looks like. That's all.
I'm pissed. I can't believe I can't remember. I got to go to IMDb. I hate when I have to switch apps. Pisses me off.
Yeah, that's. I built my list on IMDb, so it's nice. I don't know. It's just staying all there. But yeah, man, I can't believe I never looked at the
Scandalous.
the actors on Letterboxd. Like whenever you brought that
okay,
up
it is
last
Sydney
episode.
Sweeney. I was kind of concerned it was Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, David Johnson playing Sammy Davis Jr. and Sydney Sweeney playing Kim Novak. It's the story of the whirlwind romance between Sammy Davis Jr. and Kim Novak. And he is also directing the Nat King Cole biopic, which he is starring in as Nat King Cole. So he's making his leap into that world, which is super exciting. Love me some Coleman Domingo.
Okay.
Yep, got him at 27.
All right. Well, 26 is a man. Yeah, we're really getting into the people that I guess I love you more than Luke Skywalker. That's a bar,
right?
I guess right
just
there
outside the top
set.
25 though.
So yeah, true. Which kind of sucks. But this is where I have our Gustav, our Rafe Fiennes.
Good choice.
I want to say Ralph so bad. Looking at the
every
word,
time
it is Rafe.
Why wouldn't you want to say
it
that?
It is Rafe. Yeah. Okay,
it is.
And it is Fiennes, not.
Not Fiennes or
Rafe,
anything like that.
Fiennes. Okay, but the Wes, of Grand Budapest, and then the shorts were nice. Conclave was really really good with him. I did love him in The Menu. I think that role was kind of perfect for him. It took like Gustav on this kind of crazed route, which was kind of awesome. I really want to see the 28 Years Later movies. I haven't seen those yet.
Dude, he is so fucking awesome in The Bone Temple. I mean, he's awesome in both, but The Bone Temple specifically, fucking awesome.
Yeah, and so I need to see those. Voldemort. I guess that's pretty damn iconic. There, that's. I feel like everyone. Maybe people just don't know it's Ray Fiennes because of all the makeup and everything, but everyone knows.
It goes a long way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that it really does make someone look quite different to not have a nose. But no, he plays that role real well. That's kind of cinched in the childhood. But yeah, he's I then grew to love him much more when like Gustav, when Grand Budapest Hotel. I'm loving movies. I'm loving Wes. It's my like movie kind of awakening of sorts, and Ray Fiennes was kind of I don't know at the center of a lot of the Wes love. So
I love that.
It just kind of So he rose pretty high, and he's pretty damn iconic. Feels like a good guy, and all the roles he's in, I do love. So, and with some big blind spots still to get to. So,
yeah.
But,
I love that. I love that pick. I do not have Ray Fiennes, so that's it's a good pull there. I like that a lot. I've got someone you've already mentioned at 26. Again, a West guy, relatively newly West guy. French Dispatch, I believe, was his first appearance. And then he got a chance to lead in the Phoenician Scheme. 26 is where I have Benicio del Toro. I fucking love Benicio del Toro. And of course, I mentioned the West work, French Dispatch, Phoenician Scheme. Phoenician Scheme is one of my favorite West performances ever, along with Monsieur Gustave, and probably Royal Tenenbaum by Gene Hackman. Like those three performances, I think of as just quintessentially Wes, and Benicio brought a whole lot to that. We brought up Star Wars several times. His role as the false code breaker or DJ in that movie is super, super good. I love what he brought to that. But One Battle After Another was really the game changer for me. Watching that, I was like, he is one of the best actors alive. I would have chosen him over Sean Penn 10 times out of 10 for best supporting actor. I fucking love him in one battle after another. I got kind of a, Latino area Tubman situation set up back at my place. Like I love everything he brings to that role. It's so funny and it's so, poignant. Let's get a selfie real quick. Like it's not every day you get to save a member of the French 75 twice. Let's get a selfie. A few small beers. Yeah. How many of you had? A few. A few small beers. Fucking hysterical, dude. I love Benicio del Toro. So, to have him outside the top 25 hurt, but 26 will do. I love it.
Yeah, that's very nice. The fist in the air as he's going down the ladder. I don't know. Yeah, he's
yes,
incredible.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
Viva la revolucion! Fucking
just the strong fist, and then going down, yeah.
And kind of like, yeah, buddy, sure. Like it's it's so funny, dude. I love it.
But yeah, had him at 42 myself, so not too
love
far
it.
away.
Okay.
But all right, well, 25. I think you've had him. I don't actually know on this one, but I guess to break the 25, kind of a singular role with some pretty big blind spots that I have to get to. But this one role, goddamn, it's all timer. This is Heath Ledger. Mark Hamill had him. But man, there was a Joker role, kind of a one and doneer that just kind of took it on a different level. Mark Hamill, I think, kind of has the edge in the longevity. Like he's been Joker for a long ass time, and he's done it well over that entire span. But man, did Heath Ledger just kind of reach a different level.
Fundamentally shook the foundation of what Joker was going to be portrayed as a character. Yep. And that was Batman's biggest villain even before that. You know what I'm saying? Mark Hamill did the quintessential what Joker was prior, which was he was the clown prince of crime. He was funny and he was goofy and he was evil, but it was in that corny way. Heath Ledger made him what if he was a tortured fucking weirdo? What if he was chaotic in the extreme, and he was still very funny. Heath Ledger's performance of Joker is extremely funny. Which it used to be an underrated aspect of the performance, but then so many people started calling it underrated that it stopped being underrated. He is so funny as Joker. Would you think you were just going to do this and walk away? Yeah. Fucking every time that I see that part of the movie, I fucking die. Yeah. I love Heath Ledger, and I would probably add him to this list if I got another run at it. I would, because I not only Joker in The Dark Knight, but Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
I know you haven't watched that yet.
That was meant. Yeah.
My God. Is that movie unbelievably good. A Knight's Tale, 10 Things I Hate About You. He's just done some really, really awesome work. And he's even been in a movie that was directed by Todd Haynes. And the name eludes me at the moment, but it's got him, Cate Blanchett, Christian Bale, and Richard Gere. And they all play a different version of Bob Dylan at different points in his life. And that movie is incredibly intriguing to me, and it's always been an access thing. I can never find it. So, I think it's, I'm Still There or something. I can't remember, but, I love me some Heath Ledger.
Okay. Yeah. And a recent piece of trivia I learned is whenever, he burns down that big pile of money, and what's his name sitting at the top? Is it Chow? God, that sounds. If it's wrong, that's so bad that's what I'm guessing. But I think it is no, it's Lao. Okay, it's Lao.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so somewhat the close, but he chucks a wad of cash right at his face, you know,
right at him. Yeah.
And that was completely off script. He just did it and happened to just absolutely dome piece him. Like he just on the first throw, just I mean,
fucking
just
nailed him.
Yeah, just nailed him.
Whenever they get
right
pulled
in the
over,
face.
and this isn't strictly a Heath Ledger performance thing. This is just kind of like that Joker was underratedly funny. Whenever the truck gets pulled over and the cop asks him like, "Hey, what do you do?" and then he pops up and shoots him in the face with a shotgun.
Just boom.
Jesus,
oh my
so
god,
funny. It shouldn't
yeah.
be funny.
It shouldn't,
but
it's so funny. Every time, you know, it just that poor guy. I mean, a shotgun to the face. You know, I think if we saw the aftermath,
not a lot of quicker ways to go.
Yeah, like if you see his body on the street, you know, the aftermath of it doesn't become fun. You know, it is that you just see the flash and that's it. You know, it is just you see his perspective and then you know it's just night and then that is it. And so but man, yeah, it's like he is hilarious. But yeah, I love Heath Ledger. That is an all-time role, kind of just in movies' sake. It's weird. Yeah, it's crazy. I think Chris Nolan and then they just kind of changed what a superhero movie could be considered.
Could
as.
be, yeah.
So, but yeah. So it got him. I guess the 25 to break the top quarter.
Break the seal. Mm-hmm. All right, I love that. Well, my 25, another iconic woman here. This is where I have Susan Sarandon. Louise of Thelma and Louise, definitely one of my favorite roles of hers ever, if not my favorite role of hers ever. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, another huge one that I love of Susan Sarandon, where she plays Janet. I mean, she's just been all over the place throughout my whole life. Speed Racer, where she plays the mother. The Witches of Eastwick with Jack Nicholson and Cher and Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm trying, I mean, she was the villain in Blue Beetle a couple years ago. That's not one that I usually, it's not one I go to for her, but she was,
I like that.
Yeah, she plays the corny, or not corny, but raunchy, older version of the teacher that Adam Sandler bangs, and That's My Boy.
Huh.
Do you remember That's My Boy? Did you ever watch that?
No.
No. Terrible. But it was so funny. When I was younger, I thought this movie was the funniest thing that's ever happened. So the premise is that Adam Sandler, I mean, you could not do this now. Adam Sandler's character got famous as a teenager for knocking up one of his teachers.
Oh, okay.
When he was like 13, way too young. And she goes to jail, and so later in the movie, whenever she's in jail and he's a grown man as Adam Sandler, she's Susan Sarandon. And it's very funny, and it's ridiculous, and it's hilarious. But one of the movies that I will always love, my favorite baseball movie of all time, is Bull Durham. And she stars opposite Kevin Costner as the fuel to the fire for the Durham Bulls, that minor league baseball team. She really ignites them in a physical manner, if you will. She's super hot, always has been. It's probably the sexiest 70-something-year-old woman alive. Just unbelievably talented also. I mean, Susan Sarandon is one of a kind, and I will always love her. So have her. She breaches my top 25.
Okay. Well, keeping the actress trend alive, the first actress to break that quarter seal, I guess, is a long-standing one that recently joined the West lexicon as well. Is where I have ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson at 24. Yeah, had to get her up here. And I think always like MCU wise as Widow. I think I didn't appreciate her enough whenever I was my first wave through the MCU. Whenever I was just I knew who I liked, and I stuck in that vein. I didn't care about anyone else. It was Iron Man, and then when Vision came along and Ultron, and then I don't really care about anyone else. But then when I opened my eyes to the rest of everyone, I'm like, oh wow, this is great. There's so many other stories to appreciate, and her.
I don't know if you recall, but Geek With Me, when it was still the Penny Bloom podcast, we did a Marvel character tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? The final was
No
Black
way.
Widow versus Black Panther.
Oh my god! Damn.
Yeah, so
That's sick.
and we were both just kind of like, holy shit! Like, I'm realizing how much I love this character. The more we kept talking about it, and Scarlett Johansson is a big reason why.
Mm-hmm. And so MCU wise, it was like a love that only kept growing and growing, and then getting Wes, her and there, like seeing her in Asteroid City was very, very nice. I guess Isle of Dogs.
Hearing her in Isle of Dogs,
yeah, that's true. I guess back in voice, but then in person, which is nice, and then in the Phoenician.
God, she just fits like a glove with that performance style.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like in Asteroid City specifically, she is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. So I do love her. She's kind of like when I think of like just the biggest actors in the game right now. I don't know, like she's just kind of up there. Like she
definitely one of them.
She and I think she's just got like she's got the talent to back it up. Like she. Like and just big time. So it's not just the MCU, fame. I don't, she's proven it now, with, or probably before, I don't, or like I haven't seen a Marriage Story, quite yet.
Oh, Marriage Story is so good. 2019. So it still would have been. That would have been the same year as Endgame, which is insane.
Yeah. Wow.
To contextualize. 2019 was Marriage Story. The movie that I go to for a young ScarJo is Lost in Translation, 2002. It's her with Bill Murray in a Sofia Coppola movie, and she is exceedingly good in it. Scarlett Johansson, dude, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she bagged Colin Jost, so good for her. No, I'm just kidding. Good for him. That's insane. You're kidding me. But Jojo Rabbit, that's a good movie that she was in. I loved her turn in that. I mean, The Prestige, she's got a small role in The Prestige.
True. Yeah. She's the voice.
I'm like racking my brain for some other stuff. Yeah.
The voice that any man would fall in love with. It tracks. I'm thinking.
God, The Winter Soldier might be my favorite ScarJo as. I mean, The Winter Soldier is probably my favorite for all of the actors that are in it. Like, it's just that good. For the MCU. Like, whenever she shows up and pulls up on Chris Evans and is like, she has that like weird sexual chemistry with him, but like he can't commit and she knows that, so that's why she plays with him in that way. It's so good. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. So ScarJo at 24. Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got another superhero. At 24. Okay. You haven't said him yet, and I know you'll have him, so hate to spoil that for the people. But this is where I have the bat. This is Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Yes. I love Pattinson. And I mean, one of the best, and young is relative. This man is 40 years old, freshly 40.
Damn. Oh my God. Wow. Holy shit.
Freshly 40. So, I mean, like, yes, young in the scope that he could have as long a career left as he has been alive. So yes, one of the best young actors living. I love Pattinson. He is so egregiously talented, and he is always just putting his entire Robert Pattusi into the role that he is portraying. Good Time and the Batman and Mickey 17 and of course Twilight is when his fame took a whole different shape. And I love the first Twilight movie. I still do, and I like the second one a lot. Haven't watched the others in a long time, but he's really good in them, and I understand why everyone kind of makes fun of them, and they're kind of like, they're looked down on as, schlocky little teenage romance flicks, because they are. But there's a lot to take from them, and Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart both went on to have unbelievable careers. Most recently, Pattinson, The Drama. I loved The Drama with him and Zendaya. That was a really, really incredible movie. And he is so fucking good in it. And just to give you a frame of reference, he's a full 10 years older than Zendaya.
Wow. I did not think he was that old.
No, wow. I mean, that's the thing. The Lighthouse. Holy shit, The Lighthouse. Him and Willem Dafoe. You will love that movie, dude. I love The Lighthouse. Tenet, of course. Die My Love last year. He will be in Dune Part 3. I Damn. There are very few actors who I'm just automatically... We're at the point now in this list where I'm automatically sat. If you are actively making movies now, I'm set. I will be there. And Pattinson is absolutely one of those. And I know we'll have some more to say. Yes. So I'll cut it off there. I have him at 24.
Yes. We will return to the bat. But in the meantime, I didn't mean to do this. I haven't seen the movie Marriage Story, but I do have right back to back from ScarJo. I do have Adam Driver at 23. So the man that's got the girth on in every role he has. Arguably, the least girth he's had was in Silence. And I think literally he did lose a lot of weight. But no, I think he just Andrew Garfield just kind of took over. I think that role. That movie or the role was more. I don't know. He wasn't meant for.
He was to take a backseat.
Yes. Yeah. So it wasn't on him. But yeah, kind of. We talked about no one really has beef with Kylo. I've never really ever had beef with Kylo either from the jump. That was always real nice. Like the whole through line, it just felt so good, right from the jump. But yeah, like Ferrari, I do love. House of Gucci was kind of the family took a liking to that movie. And it was always on. So Maurizio was always kind of spoken around the house. And yeah, Megalopolis is a weird one to remember back to, but a great movie experience. No, yeah, that's I do like that. But yeah, he's just kind of I feel like will be a De Niro eventually. Like he will join
fitting
that caliber. Like when Leonardo
DiCaprio, not Da Vinci, DiCaprio.
Yeah, I was like Da Vinci, De Niro, and Leonardo DiCaprio all were flooding in my brain, and I couldn't get it out. But yeah, like I feel like he joins that kind of league of people when they.
I think you're absolutely right, and fitting that you compare him to De Niro as he will be playing the Robert De Niro role in the Heat sequel. That's coming out. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So we got that to look forward to. It's very fitting. I think he's absolutely the right guy for that kind of prowess because he is that good. You're still holding on. Let go. Yeah, I love
more,
man. More.
Sir, I think you got him. Yeah, and then I don't know. That's a lot. People have feelings about that movie, but goddamn, that fight was. I don't know. That was.
They were nothing. You're nothing. I love Adam Driver.
You're not.
Dude,
You're nothing. You're yeah. Oh man. Yeah. It's just he does
The Jedi,
just
the Sith, all
you
of it.
know, in the way that Morgan Freeman and Jeffrey Wright, their voice alone requires your attention. His presence, like he has like that visually.
Yeah, he does.
I think that's
he
the
does.
girth. That's
you
the
immediately
yeah.
notice Adam Driver.
Mhm.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
do. He is. He does have that presence on screen.
Mhm.
So I love that choice. I obviously had him last episode
Mhm. Yeah.
at 36. My 23 goes hand in hand with my 24, and I even mentioned her in
Okay.
passing. 23 is where I have Kristen Stewart.
Okay.
I fucking love
Yes.
Kristen Stewart.
Oh, that's a nice pair. Yeah, that's a good pair.
Always Bella and Edward. Yes, of course. I remember when Twilight took the world by storm when I was in elementary school, and the kid, everyone was Team Jacob or Edward, and It was so much fun, and so obviously, yes, Twilight was when I fell in love with these actors in these roles. Kristen Stewart has grown a lot as an actress, and it's fascinating to see. I mentioned Panic Room last episode when I mentioned Forrest Whitaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's a movie from 2002.
Oh, damn.
The first Twilight movie is 2008. So it's young Kristen Stewart, very young Kristen Stewart. And it really contextualized that what she's doing as Bella is absolutely choices. You know what I'm saying? Like there was this misconception I felt like that was like, this is just kind of Kristen Stewart doing, barely acting. No, she's acting. Those are choices that she's making, and they're the right ones for Bella Swan. Like they make sense, but she has grown so much, even so, as a performer. My favorite role of hers is from 2016. It's called Personal Shopper. Oh my God, a brilliant movie. You have got to watch Personal Shopper. You will enjoy it. It's beautiful. It's really well performed. I love it. Couple years ago when she played Princess Diana in Spencer, that was another really, really incredible movie and a really incredible portrayal that she's putting on. Her fun ones, Zombie, or Adventureland, and American Ultra and shit like that. But my favorite movie she's ever been in is Love Lies Bleeding. I know exactly what you just went at, by the way. It was Zathura.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Zathura.
Oh man, the older sister.
That was absolutely
God.
Yeah, you went and I went. He just saw Zathura. I know it for a fact. Yeah, dude, I love her. Love Lies Bleeding obviously is going to be my favorite movie with her in it, even if it's not my favorite performance of hers strictly. Even though it is like top 2 or 3. I love her in that movie. Love Lies Bleeding will never get old. She's in a fun Christmas movie from a couple years ago called Happiest Season, where she plays a gay woman who is dating a woman who hasn't quite come out to her family. And does at the holidays. Really, really sweet movie. But yeah, Love Lies Bleeding, Personal Shopper, Spencer, and of course Twilight. Those would have to be the top 4 for me for her. I love Kristen Stewart. Cannot get enough. Have her here at 23.
I really hope I saw somewhere that an explanation for whenever Bella walks into the classroom and is in front of the fan and Edward gets this, the whatever.
Yeah.
That somehow in canon, the in-universe explanation is that she was on her period and that you got a whiff, an extra
of her
whiff.
Actual blood. Yeah.
Yeah. Because what did she just stink? And then it was blood. It's not that she just stunk. And then he just so it was a blood reaction. And then how else is she going to have more of a blood smell to her if she's not on her period. So is it just like process of elimination? Did someone just come up with this, or like because like I don't know,
I'm
what
thinking
a weird moment.
It could just be like pheromones. It
Okay.
could be as simple as that. He's got a heightened sense of smell.
Yeah.
As an otherworldly being.
Yeah.
So it could just be that simple. But that headcanon is definitely fucking hilarious, and I love it.
So, to reframe Twilight, for people, it's because no way they actually go into that into the movie.
Him and then like grabbing his nose, dude.
Yes, he's like,
it's so good.
Because like at first it does seem that it's like, oh, does she just fucking like, does she have BO or like what's
stink?
like, does she just fucking stink? And I don't really think that's what they're trying to go for.
No. He wants to eat her.
Yes, yeah. It's like, oh, I need, and I think it's like. She doesn't have a cut. She didn't have or whatever. So, but yeah, a weird Twilight tangent there.
So 23,
Mhm.
Kristen Stewart, 24, Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Did purposefully do that, but
there we go. That 24 ScarJo, 23 Adam Driver. Marriage Story, Twilight.
Hey,
Wow,
hey.
weird lineups going on here.
Yeah, love that.
But okay, at 22. I got a legend in the game, a current working legend who's kind of, it's weird. He's entered his old era, I think now, officially. But his choice in women has not and never will. This is where I have Leonardo DiCaprio.
Beautiful. It didn't happen. But I'll skip my 22. I've got Leo at 21.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So not quite.
Lawrence
Almost.
Fishburne again.
Damn.
Yeah. That same gap.
Damn.
I've got Leo right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then yeah, he did like he's kind of one where I had this weird thing with De Niro and Al Pacino, where I do love their roles, but like I don't know why I can just never attach to them. And Leo is kind of almost in this boat. Some of his roles are kind of like that. Like he is too legendary status to where like maybe it's just
all you see is Leo.
Yeah. And but I that's a lot less than De Niro and Al Pacino with him. I feel like I don't know, like Titanic, and like One Battle After Another, Killers of the Flower Moon. Like I mean, there's just roles that like, oh man, Shutter Island even is like that, and that's like Shutter Island's, I don't know, like low on that list, which is crazy. The Departed, Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, yeah, the dude just has, I don't know, so many good movies under his belt. And like
Great Gatsby, Catch Me If You Can.
Damn. Yeah. I mean,
Gangs of New York.
He's still going. Like, I don't think he's going to be stopping anytime soon. I don't know. Maybe he takes a random just call. Oh my God. Never mind. I just opened up his upcoming tab.
My man's busy.
Holy shit.
He's busy.
Yeah. So he's working. But yeah. So he's, I don't know. I feel like I guess we both had him up here. I think he's just, yeah, if you ask...
Too good to deny. Good to deny.
Mm-hmm. A random person on the street, just name an actor right now. I feel like he's in the top 10. I feel like of like immediate names that people will jump to for an actor. But yeah, I guess not quite top 10 for me, nor you, but yeah.
No, I'm with you. I love me some Leo. I think that, and he's one of those guys who's ironically in a list that is so subjective, he's almost here just objectively. I'm like, he's that good. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, because you're right when you talk about like, for the reasons that you can't connect to Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. I'm kind of in a similar boat for me on a personal note with Leo. I have him lower than De Niro and Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because I recognize fully this dude is just so fucking good at this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I almost, again, similar to some of the guys that I've already mentioned, it's begrudging. And this might be the most glaring example of it, the highest example I have of a begrudging enjoyment of an actor where I'm like, you're just too fucking good at this. Like, this is, and One Battle After Another, when it came to the best actor race, I remember it was obviously always going to be either MBJ or Timothée Chalamet, and Leo wasn't very involved in that conversation. I don't think he really should have been, but he was a little too not involved for my taste. You know what I'm saying? Like he was so good in One Battle After Another. I fucking loved the paranoid, frantic. Again, it was very Wolf of Wall Street-esque, and those are some very funny roles he's gotten to play. He doesn't get to do funny a lot, and when he does, he is so good at it. But Inception and Killers of the Flower Moon, you pointed out, and he's just obscenely good in that movie. I love Killers of the Flower Moon. Romeo and Juliet from the 90s, when he was in that. He's so good. He's been good for so long, and so I love Leo, and I had him at 21, but I'll go ahead and give you my 22. This is my and I have him lower than you. I was curious about this because I know you have him, but I have him lower than you, and it is what it is.
Really?
I didn't want to, but I do.
Is this finally? Let's see.
22 is where I have Kyle MacLachlan.
Okay. Yes.
This
I'll raise
is
the last sip of coffee to him. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect
I
time.
love him. And Twin Peaks is, of course, the role. Dale Cooper. That's my favorite television character of all time.
Yep.
It was not my first exposure to Kyle MacLachlan. I knew him from How I Met Your Mother and a very brief stint. Portlandia, he was hilarious. And Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I knew him. So I know him as a TV actor. And then getting to discover him as a Lynch guy really, really changed the game for me. Blue Velvet and Dune and Twin Peaks, just different league, and Blue Velvet will always be my favorite movie role of his. But Twin Peaks is my favorite television role of his. He is so goddamn good as Special Agent Dale Cooper. So, Kyle MacLachlan, I do have him below you. It was a little bit of a competition I'd set up in my own head, but I have him at 22. Couldn't take him higher. This is a really important threshold for me. If I have you above Kyle MacLachlan, there's just no denying it. You know what I'm saying? There's just no denying you are that fucking good. I love him. Kyle MacLachlan, 22. Leo, 21.
A damn fine actor right there. And yeah, we will return to him next week.
Return!
Yes, wow. It is fitting. It is all coming into place. It is all as it meant to be, actually. It was always meant, it was always going to be this way. We just had to... The stones had to be placed in front of our feet.
Yeah, we had to find our way back.
But okay. In the meantime, we will.
You did it again. Meanwhile, sorry. Go ahead.
21 is where I have. I don't know. I went the Vine. I went and tried to go 9 plus 10, 21, mid 21, but this is where I have Oscar Isaac.
Very high. I love that.
I love this man. Oh my god. I love him in Star Wars, Poe. Maybe actually someone who had zero problems with the entire times in the sequels. I've loved Poe.
That's true.
Poe and Kylo.
Well,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think I've loved Poe more. From
Poe, unfortunately, it might be the case for you, delivered a couple of the lines that people have the most issue with.
Yes.
So he is always at the center of, somehow Palpatine returned. Now, how the fuck would Poe know? Okay? How the fuck would Poe know how Palpatine returned? So, guys, Palpatine came back, and I'm going to explain Sith cloning to you real quick. Okay, eat my dick, But the other one is They Fly Now, which is also very, okay, I'll give you that one. I love me some Oscar Isaac. Go ahead.
Yeah, but him, him as Duke, the Leto.
Leto.
Leto in the first Dune. Like, he just has this regal look to him, like with his beard too and his hair. Like
He's
I don't
so
know,
hot.
oh my god, yeah, this dude,
God, he's so hot.
he's incredible. And just everything he's in, like in Eternity's Gate, recently, getting him in there is nice. Yeah, Apocalypse, I guess, is nice. Seeing him there, but like Moon Knight, I fucking like I every time I think back on that show, I'm like, man, that was actually kind of. I think I didn't appreciate that enough, or I feel like it's underrated. I don't know, like it. I have very Ethan Hawke, like his. I don't know, him and Oscar Isaac. I just have very fond memories of.
Well, and that show,
that.
outside of that, brought our good friend Claire DeGeneiro into our lives,
That's true.
who is a loyal listener and has joined us for the podcast a couple of times. We haven't talked to her in a while. I got to hit Claire up.
Yeah.
I remember I asked her how she discovered us, and she was like, I started listening during the Moon Knight watch. And I was like, okay. Oh, yeah. I got to hit Claire up, see what she's up to.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah. I don't know. In like you said, kind of that beyond this point, you're kind of set for any movie they're gonna be in, and yeah, like Frankenstein. Like whenever I knew he was gonna be in, like I don't know, that was a really nice one to get around to, eventually, and cross that one off the list. But yeah, I'm gonna need to see the Holy War that's gonna start in his name. And eventually that comes in this part 3, I guess I don't think in flashback form only, likely. I don't know, who knows, maybe he does have like Paul speaks to him. I don't know what Paul can do.
Spice dreams, I mean he's inhaling a bunch of spice. You never know.
So
Leto, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love me some Oscar Isaac. I had him a while back, but it's very nice to see him here this high. So we're actually going to flip-flop here. Yeah. I'm going to present my 20, and then you will cap off the episode with your 20. And this just speaks to how much of an icon my 20 is.
Mm-hmm.
Feels too low.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Yeah,
Top 20. Feels too low, and I can't lie to myself. This is how I feel. This is my truth. I'm living it. My 20 is where I have the legend Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
I love Katharine Hepburn. Philadelphia Story, another one of our lost episodes. I brought up the Last Picture Show recently. We did do a whole episode on the Philadelphia Story that will never see the light of day.
It is a tragic moment.
It is a tragic loss, but it is what it is.
Like the Lost Picture Show would have made so much more sense if it worked with that. If that was the one that was lost. Right. But no, it's just sad. Like that is a sad moment. Great movie though.
So
great
sad.
Movie, yeah.
Great movie. Yeah, Philadelphia Story and the George Cukor, Howard Hawks era for her, always very, very special to me. The late 30s, early 40s, and all through the 40s really. Holiday, Adam's Rib. But my favorite Katharine Hepburn performance is probably in a movie that came in the 50s. It's called Summertime. Beautiful Technicolor dream of a movie. Just positively gorgeous, and she is so fucking good in all of it, dude. She was nominated for so many Oscars and always so deserving. Just an incredible talent who got to work a very long time. Like one of those actors who it's strange to think like we were alive at the same time as Katharine Hepburn for a little bit. That's
2003.
Weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's strange to me. Because Katharine Hepburn, one of the movies I listed is from 1938. That's wild.
Damn.
Like she acted in that and was like a grown woman. So like it's just fascinating that people
movies are forever.
Can exist for that long. Yeah. Katharine Hepburn is a legend. And while 20 feels too low, it's still extremely high. And I love me some Katharine Hepburn. So it felt like the right place to cap off my 20s.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I knew all the older actors would get their love from you. I sadly just haven't dipped far enough into that bag yet have them all here. But yeah, did love the Philadelphia story though. That was good. Did like that. So I don't think, she would eventually join the list. I would say. I think she has her legendary status for a reason. Usually, they do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But okay, I guess to cap off over here is someone you already mentioned. This is the only Skarsgård on the list. Is where Luthen plopped down for me. Stellan. And yeah, not only Luthen, I guess, but kind of when I brought up Diego Luna and how his role as Cassian, just that one role, kind of, oh my god, like made me think of a character in a different way. Luthen was is like a character out of nowhere, out of left field. That was just like, okay, one of my new favorite characters of all time. Like I'm just like I'm in love, and then it happens to be someone who can just act their ass off as well, and then they're also.
What do I sacrifice?
Oh god, yeah, that monologue.
Everything.
Incredible, and then like the acting within the show whenever he puts on his disguises. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like Andor cooked on a different level, and Stellan, he fits like a glove. I burn my
decency for a sunrise I know I'll never get to see. God, he's so fucking good.
Yeah. The equation that I wrote 20 years ago, where there's only one solution. He's just like it. I don't know. Whoever wrote that, oh my god, that's an incredible monologue to write. If any was ad-libbed, I don't know. I wonder if it was all just written or
I got to imagine it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so well written of a show that I got to imagine that was a fully written monologue. But dude, his delivery of it is unbelievable.
That's true. Did they tell him the everything, to really, I don't know, they in the audio, like the whatever effect they kind of did to make it just reverberate,
the echo.
and just like
God,
you're just like, oh my god, like
God damn it, I'm gonna watch Andor now tonight.
Yep.
I've got such a long list of things I have to watch tonight now. I'm gonna be up all night.
Yep. It's just how it shakes out to be. I gotta watch all of Game of Thrones. I gotta watch all of Westworld, all of Dune, Andor, and what else? Marriage Story,
Alien, The Matrix, just all of it, just everything, all of it, all at once, everything, everywhere, all at once is also going to get watched now. Yep. So that's how it happens.
The mere mention of it alone is all it needs.
Yep, all of it. Nah, dude, I love Stellan Skarsgård being that high for you.
Yeah.
He is that good, man. He's such a talented actor, and God, I love him. So, man, that concludes the 20s, though. Yeah. We've only got 2 parts left. Yeah. Obviously, next week's first part, part 9, will be a little shorter. We're only going to do 11 through 19.
Yes. Okay, true.
So, not quite as many as we normally do, but we will also be doing the final installment, the top 10. And we've got some heavy hitters left that I know neither of us have said. So I'm curious now that we've gotten to this point. I'm going to do a little mental count. I'm going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that we will have 7 actors in common. As few as 7, as many as 10 in the 1 through 19.
Yeah, I think pretty close. I would say with that. Yeah, it's
10's a max. 10's a max for me.
Yes.
I'm thinking 7's a safe bet. So that means we got a lot of goodies that aren't going to overlap here in the top 19, and I'm very excited. So we'll do that next week. Go ahead and recite for me your 20 through 29.
All right. At 20, I had Stellan Skarsgård. 21, Oscar Isaac. 22, Leonardo DiCaprio. 23, Adam Driver. 24, Scarlett Johansson. 25, Heath Ledger. 26, Ralph Fiennes. 27, Mark Hamill. 28, Matt Damon, and 29, Morgan Freeman.
Beautiful. I've got 20, Katharine Hepburn, 21, Leonardo DiCaprio, 22, Kyle MacLachlan, 23, Kristen Stewart, 24, Robert Pattinson, 25, Susan Sarandon, 26, Benicio del Toro, 27, Coleman Domingo, 28, Sigourney Weaver, and 29, Colin Farrell. And with that, we will conclude this episode of The Cinementalists. We will be back next week with the final 2 installments in our top 100, and wherein we will also announce our slate for the month of June. I'm very, very excited, so you got to be there. It is Pride Month, so there's no secret. It will be queer. So you got that to look forward to, but we're going to get a little more specific there, and I'm very excited. So go ahead and check it out. Next week, the top 19, parts 9 and 10. I was Colton Robertson. I was joined by Joseph George. Thank you very much, homie.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, homie.
Oh, and it's always a pleasure to have you. And remember, fuck ice.